Training tip. One of the training exercises I use when I'm doing private lessons is an exercise called ball and dummy. That's a mixture of live ammunition with dummy rounds or snap caps. There's a bunch of different kinds you can get. You need to make sure that whatever you get in the way of a snap cap will cycle reliably in your particular firearm. These are actually stainless steel. These are made by Steel Works, and the downside to these is they do look initially like live ammunition, but you can see there is no primer in there. It's just a rubber striking surface for the striker. So the whole theory behind ball and dummy is to mix live rounds, dummy rounds, and I do that randomly. Actually, I know how it goes in, but the students have no idea. They don't watch me load their magazines. And I'm going to load one up here just to show you basically how it works. So when they pull the trigger, if the gun goes click, it shouldn't move at all in any way, shape, or form. If they're expecting it to go bang and it goes click, they're probably going to flinch. They're going to start to either pull up or pull down in anticipation of the recoil. If they expect the gun to go click, then and it goes bang, theoretically they're going to hit everything they're supposedly aiming at. So I'm going to put some safety equipment on here, and we're going to go through just a real quick ball and dummy exercise out of the M17. Alright, so again, there's a mixture of live rounds and dummy training rounds in this M17 right now. There's only 10 total, so I'm going to pull the trigger 10 times, and I'm going to intentionally flinch once, so you'll see on camera what it looks like. But right now, there is a round in the chamber. Safety is on. We'll just shoot here at the silhouette here at 12 yards, just to show how it works. So again, I know what's coming up first. The student shouldn't know what's coming up first. So if the gun goes click, then nothing should move. And if it goes bang, it should hit right where I was aiming. All right, let's see what's coming up next. And it went click, nothing moved. Okay, so run that out of there, bring it back up, and I think I got another dummy round in there, so I'm going to exaggerate a little bit and do a flinch. And there's not a lot of dip on the barrel in this. It dipped maybe a tenth of an inch sight alignment, but that tenth of an inch is enough to make it about 8 or 9 inches off at 15 yards. 15 yards isn't all that far. All right, so let's see what comes up next. Right, again, it went click, nothing moved, which is exactly as it's supposed to. I have no idea what's coming up next. And again, it went click, nothing moved. Went click again, nothing moved. And that's the last round. And again, the slide didn't stay back only because I've got an extended slide stop lever on this, and my thumb is riding on it, so it runs it back. So ball and dummy is to let the students know what it feels like to do it right. When it goes click, nothing moves. And eventually the student will start to feel in their arms as they start to tense. And I've actually been able to see people tensing in their shoulders and their back, pulling this gun down. So they're squeezing, they're changing their grip. Grip, remember, grip is the master. Ball and dummy will eventually get them to feel what it's like when it's right and when it's wrong. And theoretically, if they can tell themselves that every single shot it's only going to go click, then they can get that separation of the trigger finger from the squeezing of the rest of the hand. Once they get that down, they don't have to consciously think about it. It's going to be automatic to separate that. So ball and dummy, good training exercise on a range in a safe area. And now you just got to pick up the dummy rounds and make sure that you don't just leave them around for somebody else to think they're live ammo. So okay, keep going. Remember, don't change your grip between shots. Right, very good. You got a little wiggle out of it because I can see the tension in this arm right here. You got a little wiggle out of it. So now you roll it over, run the slide hard. Keep your grip, come back on target. Alright, again, very nice. A little tension in the arm. Did you see the front sight move in the notch a little bit? Alright, move a little bit to the left. Right, that's what you don't want to have happen. But you're getting the feel of it and you're not pulling the shot like you did initially. Just by being real conscious of that smooth, easy trigger play. So roll it over, crank that one round out hard. There's your grip, back up on target. Keep going, it went bang, keep going.
Keep going.
Okay, now that particular shot, the round went high. The round went high because you kind of gave up on your grip. As you were pulling the trigger, you see your grip loosen, and actually it almost looked like your eyes went to the target.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that's what it appeared to be. So the gun dipped just a little bit in the back and up in the front, just enough. And that happens when people look at the target because they want to see where they hit.
Yeah.
Don't ever take your eyes off the front sight.
Okay.
Make sure you lean into the gun all the way through the trigger press and stay there even after. Stay there even after. Now, where was the front sight going real quick?
To the left.
Down and to the left, right. And that would have been, the shot would have been down and to the left quite a bit.
Yeah.
That little bit of movement. So that's a training tip here on Riders Range. Thanks for stopping in.